What about get off your device, get off your
Yeah.
computer? What do we do instead?
Yeah. And so again, like no quick fix for screen management. Like it's a hard thing no matter what. But I always am going to be as proactive as I possibly can on the front end. So before that child even gets on the screen, I might have an idea of what their screen schedule is for the day. So say, for example, a child gets 1 hour a day and they know that's their limit and it's an agreed upon limit in the household. Then when they get on, what I might do is look at the clock with them and say, hey, I remember you get 1 hour of screen time every day. You know this also. Let's notice the clock together. It's 2 o'clock. So that means at 3 o'clock, I'll come back and it'll be time to get off. And before they get on, at that moment in time, I'm going to make sure that they're with me and they understand what I've said and that we're in agreement that this is fair and this is the agreed upon limit in our house. So if they say, yep, 3 o'clock, I'll see you then. And then they get on screens. And again, if it's somebody who struggles getting off of screens, I'm not going to yell across the room, screen time's done, because there's just too many potential distractions. My auditory signal might get lost, across the room. So I'm probably going to approach the child maybe even a little bit before their hour's up and just say something like, hey, you have about 10 minutes left. Let's start to think about your stop spot or a comfortable place for you to stop your game, because it's almost an hour. And, it just really depends on where that child is at and how much partnership and scaffolding and support they need to imagine what that stop spot is for them so that then you can help them transition off when the agreed upon time is there.
I love that so much. It's kind and firm. It's so nice, but it's not marshmallow. You have that agreement, you're getting close, you're reminding about the agreement. And I'm guessing for a lot of families, there might be a step before this, which is let's agree on what the parameters are, especially if they are sort of messy and vague and gray. So I really like that, getting clear and getting on the same page about what the agreement is. And it's so friendly, but it's very clear.
Yeah, and you have mutual respect, but also agreement prior to transitioning over to screen time. And I feel like that just helps so much. If you are on the same page before you get in the trenches, it helps you get out of the trenches a little bit better. And it's not perfect. Of course, it's not. I could give an example with my sons. Sometimes if I play around with maybe them getting off on their own with me not right there, like, of course, I get upset and mad at them in the moment. But then when I am able to take a step back, I say to myself, okay, kids do well if they can. And if they're not getting off independently at the time that we agreed on, then that's not yet a competent skill for them. And they need a bit more partnership and scaffolding for me to move through that transition. So, for example, my 12-year-old can do this a little bit better than my 9-year-old. So developmentally, they're at different places with transitioning off of screen time. And as their parent and guide in the moment, it's important for me to understand that they need different scaffolding, partnership, guiding, coaching in that moment to get to the other side of what's unpleasant for them. Yeah. And also, I'm sorry to keep going on, but also I think knowing that it can vary day to day, like my 12-year-old, like for the most part, he's okay. But some days he also needs more scaffolding, partnership support for me to transition off of his screen.